Hey, what up everybody? Welcome back. We have another round of great deals for your Nintendo Switch that you can pick up at rock bottom prices. Every game will be under $5 and at an all-time low. Now, before we dive in, today is of course the big day. The Switch 2 Direct will be today, so we'll finally hopefully understand what kind of internals are in there and what to expect as far as how it will perform compared to everything else that's currently on the market. I know for many of us, we have an extensive library of games, so the backwards compatibility was great news. So hopefully we'll get some launch titles and we'll really get to hammer down what's going on. Now, if you enjoyed the video today, remember to leave a like for me. It always helps out. Share the video around with somebody who might enjoy a good deal. And if you feel like we've earned it, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button to help us continue to grow the channel and hit our next milestone. All right, folks, with all of that out of the way, let's dive in. Alright, and we'll kick it off with Horned Knight, which is a retro-inspired action platformer where you take control of a brave knight battling through haunted castles filled with traps, enemies, and challenging platforming sections. The game features precise controls, wall jumping mechanics, and tight swordplay, rewarding quick reflexes and careful timing. With its simple yet tough gameplay, Horned Knight is perfect for fans of classic arcade platformers. And right now it is at an all-time low. Up next is Hotel Hustle, which is a time management puzzle game where you run a bustling hotel, catering to guests' needs while keeping everything running smoothly. You'll juggle room assignments, food service, and special requests while racing against the clock. The game requires strategic planning to maximize efficiency, and its lighthearted tone makes for an engaging yet relaxing experience. Right now, it is at an all-time low. Karma Knight is a stylish, fast-paced action platformer featuring intense swordplay. The game blends hack-and-slash combat with intricate platforming and puzzle solving. It has tight controls, which is important because the game emphasizes speed and precision. The anime-inspired visuals and fast-paced battles make this a solid choice for fans of games like Hollow Knight or Dead Cells, and right now it's at an all-time low. Next is Red Wings American Aces, which is an aerial combat game inspired by World War I dogfights. The game puts players in the cockpit of classic warplanes and offers a variety of missions, online multiplayer dogfights, and local co-op modes. All of this combined makes it a fun arcade shooter with fast-paced aerial battles, accessible controls, and stylish comic book visuals. It's definitely a great game to pick up, and it is at an all-time low. Trash Quest is a pixel art Metroidvania starring a raccoon exploring a massive spaceship filled with enemies, hazards, and unlockable shortcuts. Unlike most Metroidvanias, there are no checkpoints, and you'll have to restart from the beginning upon death, but progress is saved through the shortcut and upgrade system, which does help out a bunch. Now, the game's tight platforming and difficulty again make it rewarding for fans of any game like Hollow Knight or Axiom Verge, and again it is at an all-time low. Strikey Sisters is a unique fusion of brick-breaking gameplay with action RPG mechanics that blends classic breakout-style gameplay with character abilities, enemies, and boss battles. You play as two powerful sisters, using magic attacks and special moves to clear levels. The game offers a fresh take on the genre with a fantasy twist, and it also supports local co-op. Right now, it is at an all-time low. Up next is Brotato, which is a fast-paced top-down survival shooter where players control a heavily armed potato, fighting off waves of enemies in Vampire Survivors style gameplay. Now, this one offers multiple weapons, character builds, and chaotic enemy hordes, and it was designed for quick, action-packed runs with roguelike progression and plenty of customization. For any fan of the genre, this is one to check out. Ashina the Red Witch is a story-driven adventure game inspired by Japanese folklore, and it follows a young woman exploring a mysterious spirit world. The game features classic point-and-click mechanics, emotional storytelling, and puzzle solving with beautiful pixel art visuals. Now, it is a short game, but it is also a heartfelt experience, perfect for fans of narrative-driven indie games, and right now it's at an all-time low. Up next, we have Lair of the Clockwork God, which is a genre-blending game that mixes classic point-and-click adventure mechanics with fast-paced platforming. You'll switch between two characters, one to solve puzzles and one to do the platforming, in order to progress through humorous and inventive levels. With witty writing and creative gameplay mechanics, it's a must-play for fans of adventure games with a comedic twist, and right now it's at an all-time low. The Company Man is another comedic game, this time an action platformer, where players take on the role of a disgruntled office worker, battling through corporate-themed levels. Armed with your keyboard as your weapon, you'll fight through different office departments, upgrading abilities and facing off with over-the-top bosses. Now the game again is filled with humor, but it also has solid platforming mechanics. It's a fun twist on the genre, and right now it's at an all-time low. Up next is Wings of Bluestar, which is a story-driven bullet hell shooter featuring anime-inspired visuals and deep progression mechanics. Now the game blends classic arcade shooting with modern elements like branching dialogue, ship upgrades, and different pilot perspectives. The game offers a challenging experience, especially in the later levels, but does also provide accessibility options to adjust the difficulty. Right now it is at an all-time low. Evoland, the Legendary Edition, is a compilation of both Part 1 and 2, which are two unique RPGs that evolve in graphical style and gameplay mechanics as you progress. You start off with retro pixel art and simple combat, and then the games gradually transition into more complex systems inspired by Zelda, Final Fantasy, and even Diablo. The nostalgic references and ever-changing mechanics make it a fun journey through gaming history, and right now you can pick up the bundle at an all-time low. Guacamelee 2 is a vibrant, fast-paced action platformer that blends Metroidvania exploration with deep melee combat and a humorous story. Once again, you'll take control of Juan, the luchador hero, as he battles across the Mexiverse, using powerful wrestling moves, dimension-shifting mechanics, and crazy chicken transformations. The game improves upon the original with tighter combat, more challenging platforming sections, and a larger interconnected world that you get to explore. Co-op play allows for up to 4 players to tackle the adventure together, but even if you're just playing by yourself, it is a great Metroidvania and definitely worth checking out. Alright everyone, and here are some other deals to check out while you're already on the eShop. Alright everyone, that's going to wrap up the video. Thank you as always for hanging out. If you enjoyed yourself, remember to do all the YouTube stuff and blah blah blah. And with that, I will catch you on the next episode.